This video is for the antibody testing that I signed up for. Random test because it was sent to me. Yeah, my name's at the top there, and my address. I don't give a cack. Who knows me? I'm not really bothered. What I'm bothered about is I know I've got antibodies. I explained and phoned the company up, Imperial College of London. I explained to them I am on antibiotics for an infection. I explained to them that I've got a disability and I'm on actual medication for that. However, they still asked me to upload the test. And there's my blood, which I did myself, and it's come back as I don't have antibodies, which is, I don't believe it. This is obviously their new research that they're doing, and I just believe the research is how it came was all squashed in a box. Even this box here was kind of squashed, as you can see. I didn't squash it, it was squashed down in a piece of paper in actually that envelope. I'm a little bit worried that other people who are doing these tests for research study only, obviously the purposes are for the research itself, and I disagree with this research. I actually phoned them last year when they did a random one on my son. Told them that he's a spinal brain injury with underlying health issues, blah blah. That's when it got divulged to me about what they were doing in Brazil. I don't want to really go too far into that at this moment in time. You have your kit, you have your little bag, you have your solutions, and you have your needles. No, I didn't use their needles, I used my own. And there's no way it can be a negative. So for me, I am not going to upload my test and give them my results, because I just feel that if I'm going to be doing that, it's wrong, because it's just for numbers and for people to be told that they've not got antibodies when me, my son have both had COVID. My son's had it 3 times in different ways. He's on a ventilator, he's on oxygen, and a lot more other medical equipment. And what I had to do with him last year was horrific, and including December 2019 into January 2020, and that's when I got it myself. So it gives you good information on what to do. To me, it's obviously like a pregnancy test. And you put your solution in here, and there's your blood in there, and there's my result, which is rubbish. And that's where you put it to take the photo and upload it to their system with your, obviously, your reference number. I'm doing this video because I just don't trust that name there. Because that name, if you spell that name backwards, not backwards, you put it in Latin, it is, it's not a very nice name. Anyway, I just wanted to put this out that whoever is doing these tests, let's see how many of you come back with negatives, because there's no way mine should be negative. Even though there's one line, there's 2 lines there, just a faint second line if you can see it. Let's try and zoom in. Don't know whether you can see the little faint second line there, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you have 15 minutes, and the 15 minutes I only got 1 line, just like a pregnancy test that you would do. Government can come and look for me for all I care, I'm not bothered. My name's there, my number's there, help yourselves. I've put that many complaints into the government. I have done my utmost about care homes and what they're did to care homes, but these tests do not work. They're not 100% accurate, they never have been, and neither are any of the other tests that anyone else is taking. And even down to the actual whacker jappers, jabby dabs, jab wabs, whatever they're sticking in people's arms. The Pfizer, well, my staff have fallen with the Pfizer, but the other one, AstraZeneca, is my worry for the other staff that are having them. It's not mandatory, so don't feel that you've got to do it. The same as this, if you get picked randomly, I only went for it because when I phoned the college up last year, I turned around and said, well, if you're doing bloods, and I never gave my name, if you're doing bloods, then feel free, you know, send me a letter out, I'll do it. So when they sent my letter, I did sign up for this, but I didn't sign up for that negative result. I signed up to get my positive result, not a negative. So I don't know who wants to challenge me on this. I don't give a cack who wants to challenge me on this. I've lived and breathed 15 months on my own with my son, with all the issues, and he didn't go into hospital because I've got all the oxygen and I've got everything that I kept him alive here. And there's no way, you know, I'm putting him through another random test. I just refuse. So this is a video just to say to people, for the purposes only, it is just a random, so they say, random. I got picked randomly for this antibody testing research study, and I don't trust the antibody research testing studies, same as I don't trust Imperial College of London, same as I don't trust Ipsos MORI, which is a Latin name for kind of, you'll die. Not very good, not very nice, is it really, when you find out things like that. I was a bit dubious, excuse me dogs, I was a bit dubious at using this, but it never touched my skin, and I never used their injection, just in case, because of the other tests that we have. I won't use them on the staff either. The staff want to do them, they do them themselves. I don't touch, I just don't believe in it. At the moment, we just go with PPE with my son, and that's what's kept him healthy so far, and that is what's going to carry on keeping him healthy. And when we do eventually go out, which we will, he will not be wearing a mask, and neither will I. And I don't give a cack what people think. But if you want to go ahead and do this, I would advise you to make sure you get your right test. These will come out to the general public eventually. They will be doing them, but I know that these don't work. Okay. I've been in the field for a long time, and if you've got antibiotics, trust me, and if you're on antibiotics, it will interfere with any kind of bloods normally, depending on your infection. And they should have told me basically, you know what, it's void. But no, it isn't void to them. It's just, I'm just a number, the same as anybody else. So good luck to all those that aren't taking part. You brave people if you're using the needles, because I'm not sure what's in the needles. And if I don't use this, it's okay. So I was told to just place everything in the bag and put it safely in your normal bins. Well, you know, that's including needles. Luckily we've got, you know, a needle box. I'm just disappointed in this research, and I'm disappointed in the people, and I'm disappointed in them people too. And obviously this antibody study, that is just ridiculous. I don't know what else to say. I'm just gobsmacked.